How to profit from 500 broiler chickens. These are simple investment costs and marketing strategies that were shared by a successful poultry farmer and a poultry breeder. However, this is a TikTok version. If you want a full video, kindly go to Call Me Firdaus YouTube channel. You find that video running. Okay, so let's dive right in. According to most of the poultry farmers and their expertise, they share that if you want to profit from chickens or from rearing chickens, the only way or the most strategic number that makes business sense, it's actually 500 birds. Whether you're rearing, okay, like the minimum number that makes more business sense, it's 500. Whether you're rearing broilers, layers, improved local ones like the broilers, the sasso, the number that makes business sense, it's actually 500. In this video, I'm making a simplified version of the conversation that I had with Abd Karim of Arake Poultry Breeders. In that video, we were talking about, first of all, how you can profit from the 500 broilers. So I'm just going to make it simplified in just a few minutes so that we can understand it even better. However, if you want a more detailed version, you have to go on my YouTube channel and watch that video. It's the one currently running on the channel. So we talked about the initial investment, the marketing strategies, and the, everything in between. So let's start with the initial investment. We are working with the 500 birds as our number. Now, at Arake Poultry Breeders, each bird goes for 3,000 Ugandan shillings. That means in your initial investment to book for these chickens to bring them on your farm, you are going to part out with 500 birds times 3,000 Ugandan shillings. That is 1.5 Ugandan shillings. That's what you're going to part out with. Okay, now let's talk about the other cost that is involved in your initial investment, and it's the most important one actually, that is feeds. Now the cost, the feed cost per bird, that is by 3 months, because we are looking at the broilers that you're going to keep for 3 months only. Now each broiler bird from day 1 to the 3rd month, it consumes 5 kilograms of feeds. So if we want to get the feed cost per bird, we are going to get, that is each kilogram right now, the maximum amount it can cost, like a complete feed, that's a complete kilogram, it is 2,000. Let's work with 2,000. Sometimes it's even below, but let's work with the maximum, that is 2,000. So we are going to get 2,000, and if we are talking about if each bird consumes 5 kilograms by the month of 3, that means that is 2,000 times 5, that is 10,000 Ugandan shillings. So for you to raise a bird from day 1 to the 3rd month, you're going to it's going to cost you 10,000. Okay, all right. Then other costs like miscellaneous costs include medicine, the beddings, their beddings if you're using coffee hussicks, labor, etc. That could cost like 3,000. We are looking at per bird, not the entire batch, but we are looking at one bird. So we are working with 3,000. So in total, if we are calculating, we have the 3,000, that is for the booking of the chick, plus the 10,000 for the feeds, plus the 3,000 for the miscellaneous. That means for you to raise a bird from day 1 up to the 3rd month, it's going to cost you 16,000 Ugandan shillings. So the total input for 500 birds equals 500 times 16,000 equals 8 million. That is our initial capital or our initial investment. All right, now let's look at the assumed output distribution. This we are raising 500 baht, so we are most likely, we are assuming to get 300 hens and 200 cocks. Okay, so what is the sales? What are the estimated sales prices? Hens, they are most likely to be bought at 20,000 Uganda shillings each. Okay, and for cocks, they're most likely to be bought at 25,000 yuan shillings. Now this depends on your marketing strategies. The 20,000, it could be when you are selling to a broker, and the 25,000 for the cocks, it could be when you're selling to the broker. But when you go down to the final consumer, the prices will be dictated by you. All right, and then that means if we want to get the revenues, we're going to get the revenue from hens, that is 300 times 20,000 Ugandan shillings, that is 60 million. Okay, and the revenues from cocks, we'll get the 200 cocks times the 25,000 Ugandan shillings. That means we are going to have 5 million Ugandan shillings. That is the assumed revenues. So when we look at the total gross revenue, we're going to have 6M plus 5M, that equals to 11 million Ugandan shillings. Now let's calculate the net profit. So the net profit, we have total input cost. You remember our total input cost, it is 8 million, and then the total sales revenue equals 11 million. So the profit equals 11 million minus the input, which is 8 million. We shall get 3 million as your profits. Now we have what we call option upsells. If you sold to final consumers, like I'd mentioned earlier, you're most likely to sell 30,000 per bird. Okay, if you can make up to that means you can even make up to 13.5 million, turning a profit of 5.5 or even more, depending on how best are you good at marketing and maximizing your profits. Okay, so what are some of the marketing strategy insights? The first one is don't just focus on production. Okay, also invest in marketing. Actually, in that video, realize that the farmer emphasized that before you even start thinking of production, the first thing you must really put into consideration is marketing, market research. Do a market survey and see what's more demanded for by the consumers around where you're going to be raising these birds from. The other thing is book a stall in the market. We have so many large markets. Even the government has been building those sizable markets around all regions in Uganda. So book a stall. For example, if you're in Kampala, we have Nakasero here, we have Owino, we have so many of them. So you can book a stall and get your chickens, put them in the cage, go sell to the final consumer. Okay, this could cost you maybe between 1 million to 1.2 million. Then use TikTok, WhatsApp, and word of mouth to build a demand. We are so lucky. This era where we are farming from, it's a very it leveled the ground. You don't need to go to the TV to advertise for your products, but you can use this device in your hands and market your products. Okay, speaking of marketing products, I have eggs, guys. At Summer Chickens, we've started producing fresh eggs. You love them. Then educate neighbors and promote seasonal demand. It doesn't really make sense for you to be having chickens or you have chicken products and your neighbor doesn't even know. That's so funny. And you think someone who is far away from you will really come and buy from you when your neighbor doesn't know. Your neighbors are the first buyers from you. So spread the word. Tell them you are selling. All right. Then we have those, especially during the promotional seasons, Christmas, Easter, Eid, and those other public holidays. Those are very good market season. Those are good seasonal demands. Also, selling to final consumers instead of traders yields higher profits. I think I discovered this when I was doing my broilers. If you don't stand up go to the markets and find out what is happening in the markets, you never know that these guys are actually cheating you. If you just make a call and someone comes and checks into your chicken house, gets the chickens and goes with them, they are stealing you. I'm telling you. I wish I had more time to tell you a story about what happened to me, but that's a story for other time. But it's best you go sell your product to the final consumer, not these brokers or the traders. Ababasus, they will steal you. They will cheat you. When you're seeing with your eyes open, they will still cheat you. Okay. We have advanced options, you know, because we're dealing with broilers. You can breed, you can hatch the old chicks and sell to other people. The market is still open, okay? However, if you're doing hatching, that means it's more technical. You have to be fully abreast with the necessary information that is required in hatching chickens or chicks, and then avoiding breeding, prevent weak or stunted chicks. You know that vaccination, you know, requires deeper structures and knowledge, you know, and sometimes some people actually prefer to have their own hatcheries or their own incubators in their homes. That way they can track, you know, the performance of their eggs and their chicks eventually. So that's a bit technical, but it's more rewarding. Actually, more people who are dealing into more improved local chickens, they are so much into hatching their old chicks. It's more profitable than selling table eggs or selling the chickens when they are, you know, when they are of age. What I would say, final, as we conclude this video, investing 8 million can return up to 13.5 million. In just 3 months, okay, with proper planning, feeding and marketing. But always prioritize final consumers and remain active in digital access for visibility. Visibility is very important. I must emphasize this. Be visible on people's faces and on people's mouths. When someone says, where can I get a broiler chicken, they will just know, oh, Arake has, where can I get this, where can I get this? You should be on people's mouths all the time, for the good reasons, not for the bad reasons, of course. All right, production is halfway the work, the money is in the marketing. That's my final word to you. So you realize this is a document that you know, I care so much about you, my viewers, so I came up with a PDF format of this presentation. If you want it, I've linked it in the comment section below. Go download it, and if you can, kindly support me in any way. Your support means a lot. Bye.